Hi everyone, welcome back to almost 40,000 Rogue Trader. Last episode we went to our capital Dargonus, still there, and talked to members of Cassia's clan of navigators. There's some rebellions, a fight, wipe them all out, more talky, then back to the ship for more talking with Argenta had a lot to say. Pascal had a fair bit to say. Idira not so much. Earlier had a lot to say. Jai, Abelard, Heinrich, next to nothing. And Victus had a bit to say as well. So, now, let's talk to Cassia.
It is so fortunate you have come. I admit I was seeking you out myself. After the events on Dargonus, it felt like an anthracite grey mantle had dropped on my shoulders. I spent a long time thinking about our very first meeting and what happened next. I cannot wait to shake off this dreary color. It was very naive of me to follow in the footsteps of the man who raised me in a gilded cage. And I was deaf to the needs of my own house. But you opened my eyes. As the future Novateur, I must gain wisdom to restore House Orselio to its former glory, no matter the cost. Thank you. It will be an honor to keep guiding your vessel through the Sea of Souls, for as long as the needs of our dynasties are aligned.
Hey.
You will hear no objection from me, Lord Captain.
You did not mention the Starry Atlas when we met.
I would never reveal this secret to an outsider, but you have come to my aid more than once already. The Starway Atlas is a sacred artifact of House Orselio. It helps our navigators chart a course through the warp. This crystal, the Atlas, has been inside me for as long as I can remember, giving me strength. But the others... I noticed the renegades in the palace were choked by ashen ghosts of despair when we met face to face. I swear the ghosts were reaching for their atlases.
So the Atlas is some kind of crystal that's implanted into the navigators of House Orselio at birth.
But my atlas is much more powerful than the others. It's the Atlas of Tisiphone herself. That is what people have whispered behind my back my whole life, although no one knew for certain. But I always suspected. I simply did not wish to admit it to myself.
Certain navigators in your house fear your Atlas's powers.
Certain navigators in my house have tried to kill me more than once. But the tales of Tisiphone's brutality, I am beginning to wonder. What if they are all true? What if I will be a new tormentor to those who serve me?
You said you wouldn't share your secret with just anyone. Does that mean I am someone to you? Seems a bit weird, but I'll ask anyway.
I thank fate for giving me a friend with whom I can share my thoughts.
Thank you for telling me.
Thank you for listening.
Okay.
I have enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Not as much chit-chat as I thought there would be. I mean, if this was a waifu, then probably be a lot more. And more from Argenta. And no one can romance her, male or female. So, onwards. Oh no, we've got to go back to the Administratum for Jai, don't we? Oh, hang on. Do a quick save, then talk to... see if anything's changed for reputations and stuff. Denmark. Okay. Got 44, I've just lost one, so... we got that. Nothing new here, really. Not for a long time. Explorators is pretty good, I thought. Target advisor. Get that. Reputation's too low. Okay, so I have to get that then. Whenever we're in allies, in 2 separate metals get equal amount of temporary wounds. That would be pretty bloody awesome for Argenta. And that would be really good for Pascal, I think. Let's get some Imperator, or the Explorator rep up. Oh, that's a lot. Don't need that much. Yeah, do that. Got lots of fuel, I remember. No sorting. Alphabetical. Yeah, we've got lots of armor kits. They are 150. Got lots and lots of fuel. Heretic trophies, the holy gifts, might keep for someone else to ship. Got loads. Mechanicus creations, 200 here. Guess nobody else will have these, so let's trade those. See where we are now. 10. Power axe is kind of meh. Let's get to 12. 13. It's a light 46%. That's 30. Plus 20 dodge with perception lower than that of the wearer. Base armor. 3 times side rating. 2. So I got plus 6% dodge. And this is 10 against ranged attacks. And plus 20% dodge against people with less thingy. Well, I get it. It might be good for somebody else. Let's get up to 12 or 13 with these people. Got lots of holy gifts. Need another 10,000 to get to 12. My phone's going mad in my pocket. Got lots of ranged weaponry. And ship components of 200 apiece. So do that. Up to 13 now. So I can get this. And I can get this. This. And what else I'll get there? Profit factor too low. Oh yeah, I need a bit more profit factor. So that's those sorted out. The Trucians, how are they? Not brilliant, not that big. Well rolled. It's okay. Radiant gloves. Power production. If the iconoclast, the only one that is iconoclast will be Abelard. So it's like 14% less chance. Much promotion for melee weapons, that's alright for Heinrichs. Martyr's Penance. Heavy Flamer, I don't have anyone with Flamer. for stuff at the moment. That tops out at 15. I don't really want that. Let's go up to 10. These people. $2,000 for that. Yeah, that's a trade. But oh, that's a bit more. I can't count. Can't count. Jewelry is good for those two as well. Ship components, uniform, armour. These are right. Uniform kits. Up to 8. Ship components. Fuel. Melee weaponry again. Oh, another 900. Can't really get much more, but I can get flamer pistol. Not that anybody would use it, but it'll be alright, I guess. So those done. They never had anything good. These didn't have anything good. Don't have any of the stuff for those. Nobody else wants those, so do that. Okay. Let's see what we've just got. That is pointless for everybody. Our Lady Saviour. I could get anyone who's got a really bad one. So, and allies. Who's got a really terrible one? That's not great. You don't have anything at all. There you go. The Evolver's next to Argento. That's it again. Heavy plasma gun. Can be equipped. Pascal. Beauty. All I gotta do is bloody hit with it. Heavy armour, there's only Abelard can use that. +1 deflection against human, +2 deflection against ranged. Guess so. And the Inferno pistol, which I picked up in the last place, or some time ago. I'll get a range of force melter. Does more damage, less armor pen. Inflicts bleedings on knockback. Cargo. He's terrible at shooting anyway. Yeah. Heavy bolter. Can't have it. I think she needs 35 strength. Next level, because it doesn't do as much damage as the Imperial Pride, which does 44 to, math in my head, 78, no 68, 44 to 68. This does 48 to 72. Got better armor pen, but also worse recoil, and that can all be doubled up as well. Excuse me. Two heavy bolters. What? One I picked up from that Space Marine we first met. I remember that. But whatever. Moving on. Let's get down to talk about Joy's license, which I'm guessing would be like the 12 tasks of asterisks. Yeah, Joy has to be there. Okay. Okay, it's a pretty small area. Turn after turn, the unceasing stream of petitioners pours through the palace doors. The strong-willed wait patiently, while the weak-willed try everything they can to get ahead of the others.
I always have a backup plan.
Greeting protocol. Welcome to the palace of Administratum. Identifying your ladyship, please follow me. Not too many petitions today. Last week they had to put me on an extra shift to cope with the crowds. The palace of the Administratum was a bulwark of order in the event the land is protected.
Keep your wits about you.
My eyes and my mind failing me, did the rogue trader's shoulders brush against me? You'd be so lucky. Your face looks familiar. Oh, slow and ponderous enough to be ominous.
Is there money to be made?
That.
Watch your steps.
The towering piles of paper and endless shelves heaving with ledgers evoke special reverence for the laws of the God Emperor in the hearts of the servants of the Administratum. What did she see? Paper. A dusty note. Elam. I know it has been a full cycle since I was appointed, but please cover for me with a Master of Seals. For the Emperor's sake, I completely forgot about one extremely important seal. I want to run upstairs to do it. I don't think it will take long. I'm back within a couple of hours. The note was covered in a thick layer of dust, just like the table on which it lies.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
This is the, who runs this place? The Winter Scales, is it? It's the Master of Seals. Critical errors. Chronicle of case whatever. The parchment was grease-marked and old, as it was passed through many, many pairs of hands. Servant of the Imperium, Elias Tantanel, filed declaration with the Administratum that he is the sole heir of House Tantanel, and the legal sovereign of the North Continent of the planet of Argona Rex. According to the submission, Elias Tantanel cannot exercise his rights to inheritance as the wider family tree includes an individual who shares his full legal name. According to the petitioner, this individual is his great-grandfather. Given the loss of documents given the death of the second claimant to the inheritance, Elias Tantanel is petitioning for confirmation of his relative's death and permission for enactment of his inheritance rights. Petition received. Preliminary review period up to 15 Terran cycles. Forwarded for review 23 Terran cycles, 4 turns from date of submission. Request for a copy of death certificate of Elias Tantanel sent to archive of the Departamento Munitorium, 28 years, 2 months from the turn of submission. Petition rejected, 39 years, 11 months from the date of submission. Second petition sent to archive, 44 years, 4 months from date of submission. Petition approved, 52 years. After 48 repeated submissions from Elias Tantanel, a second request was sent to archive 79 Terran cycles, 7 turns from the date of submission. Copy of death certificate of Elias Tantanel, great-grandfather to petitioner, received, 84 years from submission. Documents forwarded for formulation of decision granting permission for the enactment of the inheritance rights of Elias Tantanel, sole heir of his house and legal sovereign of the northern continent on the planet Dargonus Rex, 101 years, 5 months. Death of Elias Tantanel recorded by servants of the Adeptus Administratum. Place of death Q16, wills, legacies and inheritance. Waiting hall, Palace of the Administratum, Dargonus, 106 years after submission. Death certificate of Elias Tantanel sent to archive, 114 years. Petition for the enactment of inheritance rights following the death of Elias Tantanel, and for the issuance of copy of the death certificate received from the deceased daughter, 114 years, 11 months after submission. Yeah. Sacred Scroll. 1005 admonitions of Master of Inventory. Avasilis, Adepts of the Administratum.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Inkwell of Livalia the Partial. First Master of Seals of Koronus Expanse. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hang on a sec. I didn't sneeze, but you know when you have that sneeze stuck in your nose for like 10 seconds and you just won't sneeze? It was one of those. So I'll have a random sneeze taken by surprise in the next 3 minutes. Let's talk this Master of Seals stick. An ancient looking woman, the voluminous robe peers at you critically through her ocular lenses when you descend into the bowels of her bureaucratic domain. Another noble bypassing the queue under the pretext of just wanting to ask. All you highborn ever do is just ask. What about protocol? That's what I'm asking. Who's going to follow protocol? Jerry glances at you, whispers, "What? So I paid off a few clogs, let us skip the queue, Shireen. Your time is more important to me than any little formalities." Very well, don't just stand there. You're here now. Or do you think the Master of Seals has nothing better to do than receive unexpected visitors? The old woman beckons over a servo skull floating nearby. Begin entry. Current hour, current turn, current cycle, 41st millennium. Metal manipulators immediately begin feverishly clacking, taking dictation. Want to know who I am? Jerry Mans of Von Valancius, sole heir to the rogue trader Theodore Don Valancius. May the throne's radiance guide her path on the other side. In a practice move, the Master of Seals twists her magnifying ocular lens and examines the ledger in front of her. The sole person in the public assert her claim, to be precise. The colourless eyes of the Master of Seals suddenly fixes on Cassia, a lady navigator of House Ocello, whose name and deeds are unknown to me. She points her finger at the old ledger. It says here that the Von Valancius dynasty has owed your house 1 gold throne for 30 sarcles. Here, take this, and I, at last, will mark the matter closed. Cassius stares in puzzlement at the gleaming coin in her hand. I have some cellular thanks for your service, Master of Seals. The old woman smacks her lips in satisfaction and nods curtly. Of course, I know who is standing before me. It's my job to know. Jai shifts, deliberately putted her jeweled automatic on display. Does that mean that my reputation has preceded me as well, esteemed Damar? No, I've received no reports about you. What is this place? She raises her eyebrows in surprise. You're in the very heart of the palace of the Adeptus Administratum. Day and night, hundreds of thousands of prefects, ordinates, scribes, servants, and servitors carry out their duties to humanity, and the von Valancius dynasty here, never setting foot outside its boundaries for decades at a time. But knowledge comes through comparison. Their entire worlds belong to the Administratum, so this palace is but a humble cog in the blessed machine of the Imperium. Tell me about yourself. I'm the law, and I oversee order in this section of the Koronus Expanse, as well as other worlds of von Valancius protectorate in accordance with ancient covenants made with your ancestors. I hold the power to grant petitioners what they seek and to punish criminals for failing to carry out the Imperium's will. Jai continues in a whisper. She's ancient enough herself, look at her. She's a bona fide living mummy. Tell me about the work of the Adeptus Administratum. She tuts in displeasure. One would think the protector's ear has no care for her tongue if she was so willing to wag it to the point of blistering. However, I, despised servant of the Emperor that I am, do not possess the gift of unallocated time. This precedes the matter of your application. Fucking hell. I used to work with people like that. My companion wishes to obtain a Mercatum Tabula Officiale. The Master of Seals peers over oculenses at Jai in disbelief as she looks at you. I take it you are her sponsor? In that case, you must submit a written application in conformity with template 4401, as well as written permission for your processing and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Without it, I cannot issue Mistress Hidari. Mistress Hidari, the form for collecting the seals required to obtain the Mercatum Tabula Officiale, the certificate of the official trade representative. These words, the Sacramentum drops from Jay's face. Seals? What seals? We discuss that when Jellymancer von Valancius has prepared the primary documentation. Complete application form. There's no point arguing with these people. The perfectly sharpened quill scratches pleasantly on the parchment, but for the first few minutes, the obfuscated phrases and footnotes, amendments, you're forced to write out the same details over and over about you, the Protectorate, Theodora von Valancius, Jai, and also every other living person who bears your family name. If you do not know all the required information, you must complete supplementary forms. 1 hour later. The Master of Seals nods in approval and stows the scroll into a tube labelled with your name. Next is the consent form for the processing and notarization of the personal data of your most sacred personage. Give your written consent on the presented form. Another hour goes. The scroll is whipped away into another tube by the Master of Seals. Protocol executed. Application received. Process approved. The servo scroll scribe taps out each word after each of his mistress's pronouncements. Come on, esteemed Damar. What was that you were saying about seals? The old woman unholy holds out a printed scroll to Jai. Here is your document, Mistress Hidari. Unfortunately, it does not have legal force. I cannot certify it as a sacred Mercatum Tabula Officiale once it has received. I can certify it once it has received 2 seals of approval. They are easy to obtain. In the Imperium Court Administratum servitors, I've been handing out such tasks for over 150 cycles. There's one such servitor here on Dargonus in the Rogue Trader's Palace. The second is duty-bound to keep the seal in the Telecos Epsilon system. Why can the seals not be affixed here? According to Amendment 3C/8, implemented by Prefectus Estenius II of Dargonus, One of the seals must be kept in the palace of the ruler of the Von Valance's protectorate, remaining a symbol of the unbreakable link between the sacred warrant and the Adeptus Administratum. The second seal, Dr. Lenz's perched on nose, click as she wipes through mouldering scrolls with her wrinkled fingers, is held in the Telecos Epsilon system in accordance with decree blah blah blah. Unfortunately, after a fire 200 cycles ago, all that remains of the original decree is an addendum certified by unknown adept initials AA. No instructions repealing this decree were ever received from Holy Terror, therefore the seal remains where it ought to be. Why am I obliged to handle such a task myself? Decree this, of the law on certifying a mercatum tabula official with the sponsorship of a bearer of the warrant of trade. The sponsoring rogue trader must be present at the placing and certifying of each seal. If this requirement is not met, the document will be deemed invalid. Find Administratum servitors, have them place 2 seals of approval. Goal is clear. She nods with satisfaction. Please do return once you have prepared the documents. Okay. Janice. In my palace. Well, I'm there anyway. Let's go and talk to Abelard's granddaughter. Such gripping content, eh? Here. Hopefully talking with Jai. Here she is. Mistress Hadari, my patience is not easily exhausted, but you're coming very close. I shall repeat myself again. No, I will not be issuing you any seal, not in exchange for your honest word, nor for a bribe. Shakes her head. You can see the family resemblance with Abelard now. You cannot see further than your own nose, my dear Clementia. It wasn't a bribe, it was a gift. Now about that seal. Let the rogue trader decide. Your ladyship, apologise for this ugly scene, but might I ask you to rein in Mistress Hadari and put a stop to her inflammatory actions toward me. As the exalted one is my witness, Shireen, I've tried everything I could to spare you any unnecessary headache of the seals of the Mercatum Tabula Official. I even showed this aid with a temper worse than a sandstorm, the certificate of your signature. But your Chancellor merely batted me away the flail of her baseless denials. I suspect the reason for this has nothing to do with my humble personage. Clementia purses her lips and glowers at Jay, but it's not here. Oh no, this isn't about me at all. Jay narrows her eyes and peers into Clementia's face, and to the latter finally looks away. Is he? The Royal Chancellor? Will you tell yourself, or should I help you? What is the matter, Mistress Perserian? Afraid my words might anger your ladyship. Clementia lowers her head as shames that often it took to be removed from her shoulders. The seal you're looking for was lost over a quarter of a century ago. Typical. Her ladyship Theodora von Valancius ordered a new one to be delivered from the Imperium, but as you well know, we are a very long way from Holy Terror. On the warp storms ravaging the Koronus Expanse, we've been unable to receive a replacement to this day. I presume the one responsible was punished promptly and harshly. Rest assured, Theodora von Valancius ordered to have the manufacture dealt with accordingly. Servitude in perpetuitis. Oof. He now performs his duties to the Imperium without reservation or error. However, she refers to her data slate. One of the roles under Caligula's Winterscale's rule, like Dargonus, was granted the honour of keeping the sacred seals of the Administratum. The archives of House von Valancius mentioned 3 systems that are presently under the control of House Winterscale. Those would be the Forgotten Twins, Langren's Belt, and the Mega Star. I am confident the Administratum Palace is located on one of the planets there. We have the better chance of finding the seal in the pocket of some rich collector or fenced on any remote world owned by one of your rivals, Shireen. I suggest we make contact with the traders we may encounter in our travels. People in my line of work tend to have a good eye for such things. There is every possibility that someone who has waited their whole life to return the great relic to its rightful owner. That's something I must discuss with the Chancellor in private. Oh, by all means, sir, do not waste any more of my precious balm. That is your time on matters related to me, if I may excuse myself. To certify this. Could it be that you found the lost seal relationship, or have you perhaps brought a copy of the distant Winterscale world? Not yet. Okay, I must take my leave. Okay. So that's now on Forgotten Twins, Langren's, or name this a system. Or I can go to Janus. Okay, so that's more pissing around. Okay, so are we going down to Janus? There's the Toshin's Passage, Langren's Belt. Where should we get from Janus? Ugh, Jesus, name a star, Languens, Forgotten Twins. That's the 3 over here. So it looks like I'm going to have to go to Janus anyway. Let's go this way. Janus becomes a new stage of development. Enemies of humanity have been spotted aboard the ship. Warp beasts have enthralled the crew in charge of one of the macro cannons and massacred those who resisted the heresy. The Lord Captain is the only hope. Can't do that. Ugh! I've sold everything. Rogue trader and a retinue will personally go and face these contemptible foes. Aha, so you do use those things up, apart from just for trading with. Got to know. I've been down here before in this area, a couple of times, on this map. Hopefully they've cleaned it up since then. Difference. Let's have a look. Keys on the right thing.
I always have a backup plan.
Ah, it does show now. That's new. Hey. I was missing that from Kingmaker and from I suppose about the prodigious. Bloodletter. What's that? Absolute Khorne. No, they're only going to be. I was going to say they're only going to be melee because Khorne doesn't allow ranged weapons. It's a sign of not cowardice, but similar. So deep off its willpower will be fine. Okay. As well. Marksman there. Well, they come up here. Well, they come straight at us.
I always keep my options open. The Emperor sets my path. I will exterminate every last one of you. You'll make a suitable sacrifice.
Okay. Start the battle. It's not with Cassia this time. This 15 is pretty poor. Let's go to Jai.
If I may.
That's 19 into Argenta.
I can do that. The right incentive.
And that's onto me.
You've got a problem, I've got a price.
And I can bring it down. And Argenta. Oh, she's not there. She's not in the bloody middle. Earlier it's in the bloody middle. Freaking typical.
Doubt is for the weak.
Freaking typical.
As the Emperor, none can escape the Emperor's judgment. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it. This is why I was chosen.
Can't do anything, just move. Cassia. Yeah, just move there.
Emperor, give me strength.
Let's debuff
I'm
you.
not accustomed to being ordered around.
We are on devastating. Oh no. Set these up. Rear here. Front line.
I
Yeah.
am a navigator,
I wanted
not a
s-
servitor.
Something that was out for the front line. I wanted to double check. The damage. Dark visionary hood. Oh, past the open gate, that was it. Ah, plus 50%. Nice. And because it's the first time she's used it this turn, get another one. Yeah, she takes 6 damage. But we have 10 more apparently. So,
In the
Magenta.
name of House Orselli, I
Jai can probably run around
today.
today, or Pascal can drop back. Okay, let's see. Let's split. Cultist of Khorne. And right back here we've got marksmen's.
Just for the weak.
Try and get those taken down.
Emperor commands.
She hit. Didn't do any much. Oh, it's on 1 or something. Yeah.
Faith without tyranny.
Kill that. Let's get
As
that
the
up.
Emperor commands,
That should stack now. Right. Get this one.
I'll do it. Each is a prayer.
Slash. Okay. What's over there? Marksman. Marksman, marksman.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That will do me.
As the Emperor, this is why I was chosen.
10 damage.
Doubt is for the weak. Is a prayer.
That's good. I'd like to hear that. Do a
I'll
quick
do it.
reload. What's back here? Oh, another marksman.
Eradicated.
Can't see that one. Kill that one
None
then.
can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Shall I?
Power
Yeah.
resides in the will of the righteous.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I meant to do rapid fire there.
This is why I was chosen.
I'm wasting all my bloody...
As the Emperor commands, strike is a prayer.
I put on the rapid fire and then didn't press that. Right then, Joe. Get here.
I know what I'm doing.
We've got plasma. Guess so. Or we can both early
Tell
it.
me, and it is done.
What's percentage chance? It's not really worth.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Not really worth using all these stacks. I'm gonna miss.
Am I getting paid for this?
The range is too far. This just takes 2 AP. I've got 2 AP, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, I was out of range, so I'm not doing that. I'll take one shot. And I'll do this.
I'll see to it personally.
Cassia. Can't move. Can do
Me?
that
If
there.
you insist, Lord Captain.
Pascal. Move to here. Do this. Do this. And then 63%. And oh look, we are back. Either that one or where's it one? Right over there. Might as well set it up here. Let's do
I am not
that.
your Xenos pet monkey.
Shut up. And then
I understand your intent.
251. To here.
I move swiftly to strike.
Can't do that anymore. And shoot.
This tedium has been
Like that.
my hand.
Wow. Not one of them got to move. But I'll take it. Even though I'd completely arsed up with Argenta there.
Keep your wits about you.
Just step the axe. Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
It's all the way back here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Haven't missed anything, right? Nope. Okay. How long have I been recording for? Almost an hour. Okay, chart new routes. Must be some coming down to here. Well, move over 79 maybe. Because I made this one going all the way up. Let's visit Mundus Nullius. Look at my list of things to do. Haven't been here yet. Starship remains. Valley of Sleep. While I'm here, the crew discovered a hidden valley littered with thousands of animal skeletons. Auger data suggests that some kind of sleeping gas vents here. It's likely the animals either don't realise that they're headed for a deadly trap or even come here to die on purpose. Chance of 91%. Come on, Pascal, you can do this. Yay! After a series of experiments, the ship's weaponsmiths managed to perfect a few different types of ammunition. Gas cloud. 8 damage to anyone. Lasts for 4 rounds. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Let's save that. And let's get to here. There's a Hulk and some starship debris. Nothing here. Let's go to the Hulk, might as well while I'm here. The augurs have detected wreckage in the voidship's vicinity, but the exact nature of this wreckage remains unclear. And for the source. Report there's no registered no evidence of disaster that could have produced such debris. The source? Okay, continue. It's gone. Maybe I needed better augurs. Like that other planet, so you need better augurs. Plasteel 2. Let's write that in. Still do I? I've got 8 on hand. Smuggler's cache. Large medikit, normal medikit, and a stim plus cargo. These squares here, that's where I was in the last battle. That's my rear and that's my front. That tactician post down. I thought that was supposed to be taken out in the last patch. Let's have a look at the remains. Disappeared. What's going on here with that Hulk and that remains? Strange indeed. Anyway, I will end this episode here because it's now about an hour. Yeah, 59 minutes. Thanks for watching, everyone. We haven't really done much. We got here most of the time in the Administratum. A fight on the way here, and that was it, really. Yeah, that was it. We have started off there. It took an hour to do that, then come here. Lots of talking as well. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye for now.